You guys are all so pretty. I've been looking around at all the hot guys and being like, can I? Can I not? Robert De Niro is not gay, so I don't know why we're here. That aside, Bob has asked me to present him with this GLAAD's Excellence in a Media Award, because in his own words, I'm like a daughter to him. And that transpires in our once-a-week drinks at the Greenwich Hotel, where I ask him advice on absolutely everything. And also when he gets drunk and pinches my cheek and says, "You remind me of my little Helen, who's 4. As one of the greatest actors who's ever lived, I can learn a lot from him. But the most important thing that he's taught all of us is acceptance. Bob is the kindest person I've ever met. His heart is so giving. I don't know what to do if you clap. Do I just keep going? Okay. Everyone sit in stock silence. His heart is so giving, and with his own quiet strength, it's no wonder that this man and the incredible organization that is GLAAD would come together tonight. GLAAD and Bob have a lot in common. They're both gay. I'm just kidding. I was told by 5 different people to cut that, and I was like, hell no. GLAAD is an organization that pushes Hollywood and the media to share the diverse stories of all people in real and memorable ways. It has played a leading role in creating a world, wait, am I too loud? A leading role in creating a world where acceptance is the norm, a world where everyone can live the life they love. Every day, GLAAD is moving perspectives forward, advocating for fairness and truth, and changing narratives in print, broadcast, and online news sources. GLAAD is the superhero behind this movement, bringing LGBT characters to the big and small screen, pushing journalists, producers, writers, and studios to ensure accurate representations of this community are experienced by audiences all over the world. Bob has been an outspoken advocate for gay marriage. As a co-founder of the Tribeca Film Festival, he admirably uses his work and his powerful voice to make a difference in the world. As many of you may know, Bob was deeply touched by his father, a wildly talented abstract expressionist painter, the late Robert De Niro Sr., whose namesake Bob carries with him in his life and with his own artistry. Robert De Niro Sr. was a gay man who struggled with self-acceptance at a time when organizations like GLAAD were not around. After his death, Bob felt it was his responsibility to commemorate his father's legacy as an artist in an inspiring documentary. In the HBO documentary, Remembering the Artist, Robert De Niro Sr., sorry, I'm not reading out a teleprompter. Bob shares his father's story with the world, a story that opened the hearts and minds of people everywhere. Around the time this film premiered, Bob said something in an interview that really resonated with me. He voiced the hope that this documentary would allow his children to fully understand the urgency of the present. He said, "I want them to stop and take a moment and realize that you sometimes have to do things now instead of later, because later may be 20 years from now, and that's too late." Bob, you are wise and you are loving, and the world is truly better because of you. So come up and take this. Robert De Niro, everybody. Where does he go?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. If I were a lesbian, I'd be all over you. Being a father figure has its limitations. Jennifer Lawrence is not only a great actress, she's also a generous and devoted philanthropist. She's passionately committed to causes supporting human rights, including the one that brings us together tonight. She's a good friend and a respectful, loving friend. She didn't hesitate to be here tonight for me and for GLAAD after I threatened her. You think you've got it bad, LBGT community? I don't think you know what it's like to be really discriminated against. I recently turned on the television news and saw this odd guy with little hands, and he was like raving. Turns out the ones being discriminated against are straight, middle-aged white men. It makes sense. I've been losing parts right and left to what used to be called diversity actors. Michael B. Jordan, John Boyega, Nathan Lane, Jennifer Lawrence. And one that really hurts is seeing the role of Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton going to Corey Hawkins. And I can't remember the last time I got a Teen Choice Award. And who knows how many Nobus I might have opened if I weren't the victim of systemic prejudice. You should only know, it's not easy being a straight white man. But if you have to be, it's better when you're in the arts or media or entertainment. We live in a bit of a bubble, a landscape that celebrates diversity and is, except on the wild fringes, accepting and non-judgmental. As an actor, I don't judge the characters I play. As a person, I don't judge the characters I play with. I was fortunate to grow up in an atmosphere where freedom of expression in art and life were the norms. And now we have to look outside our bubble to the world where, because of religious beliefs or ignorance or mean-spiritedness, it's not so easy. It's been quite a year. A landmark decision for marriage equality. But also new repressive laws like the ones in North Carolina that let us know the struggle continues and challenges us to be vigilant and aggressive in protecting all our rights. I'm happy to be part of a community that is so active in this quest. Thank you for this honor. I'm proud to stand with you. I'm GLAAD.